Do you feel like you need a good laugh? Do you feel like you need a break from the chaos and stress of the world being on fire? Me too, honestly. I really need a breather here because holy Christ on a stick, man. It is just, it's something. It's something right now. So, I want to tell you guys a story that comes from my childhood. This is an embarrassing story somewhat for me, and I am sure that no one will make fun of me on my streams for it if they see this video, or if anybody on the internet will make fun of me, I'm sure. But I do this because I think we all need a good laugh, and this is a funny story that I look back on from when I was a kid. So, as a lot of you know, I was selectively mute when I was growing up. If you didn't know that, I was selectively mute. I only talked to a few family members on my mother's side and just my dad on my father's side. And I couldn't tell you why. If you want to know, there's a dedicated video. It'll be in the eye icon in the top right hand corner. But anyway, yeah, I didn't talk. But and my dad, despite all the shortcomings and everything that happened in there were things that he tried to do to have fun with my sister and I to kind of make us feel comfortable despite the circumstances that were not always the best, to put the best way possible. Um, and the reason, so what he did was he had like I don't know exactly the logistics or some shit, but he made a fun little CD with my sister and I, and he kind of treated it like we were starting a music career, and obviously, of course, we had to have our rap names because we were like I don't know, like 5 and 7. I want to say maybe I was 6, maybe she was 8. I don't remember, but my sister and I were young, and he was like, "Oh, what do you want your names to be for the CD?" And it had like a bunch of like jingles and like classic sort of like commercial songs on it and shit. And I was like, my sister was like, I want to be called Bob, because that was like her thing when she was growing up. She wanted to be called Bob for like comedic effect. I don't know exactly. And then in my gracious young like 5 or 6 year old mind, was like, I'm gonna be DJ Oreo, and I would like pretend to beatbox and shit with a type of bullshit. And I wasn't good, obviously, because I was a small little child. But it was DJ Oreo and Bob's album, and he just threw it on a disc, and we would play it in the car and such. And then he made another one for us when we, oh, well, not when we, when he and my stepmom got married. They made one for the adults that was like, like Joe and Jay's music or whatever the fuck. But he did another one for us where it was just a bunch of other songs. I think maybe it was Christmas, or maybe I'm getting it backwards. Maybe he made a Christmas album for us, and then we also did that one for the wedding. I don't know. But the point is, um, it was funny to me because I was a rapper, quote unquote, that didn't speak. So one of his friends looked at me, or he looked at my dad, I should say, and he looked at my dad and was like, your boy there, he's silent as saran wrap. And that pops into my head every once in a while, and it always makes me cringe, but it always makes me chuckle because it was a weird time when I was a kid. To say the least. I don't exactly know, but it was a lot of fun. I had a good time with that. And like, I'll always remember the Armor hot dogs and the Hershey's song, listening to that while I'm driving over to my dad's for the weekends and such. And that always makes me laugh. I don't know why. It was dumb. It was stupid, but yeah. That was I had a small-lived rap career. Two albums, if you will. um and yeah, there's not really much to it. It's just more to laugh at the fact that a kid came up with a rap name known as DJ Oreo, who did not rap because he was indeed just selectively mute. Not a crazy story today, but yeah, it's just something I remembered from growing up. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope everybody's doing well in these trying times, financially, emotionally, physically. I hope you're not too depressed to take care of yourself. I hope things are manageable, and I hope you're doing well with whatever you're dealing with, whether it is the world or it's other personal stuff. Because I definitely have that too, and again, sorry for the stupid little story. I just figure, it's a little funny, maybe something to cheer people up. Anyways, I'm gonna go do some work. I will catch you guys next time. Expect more soon because I think I'm gonna start posting here a little bit more because I think I need a break every once in a while from everything. One day I'll do a big rant about everything that's always been bothering me, but for now, have a good one, and I hope you're doing well. Okay.